Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Zombies on the classic map as part of our Someone Else's Setting Sunday games. We're playing as a pink player out of the third position. We have a great play for South America here, surprisingly. This is, again, Progressive Zombies. I joined Gangrene 25's lobby, so we'll see how that works out for us. A silly and funny name nonetheless. I don't actually see any zombies. Now, we got to be careful of infections in case the zombies don't have great holds anywhere. But I might actually be able to get a +2 in a Progressive Zombies game, which would be pretty crazy. I'm going to need to try to bolster my defense here. Are you really going to roll a 5-on-4? No, you're not. And that is awesome. These threes might be okay on the first turn. I'm going to attack up here. I think I dump... Yeah, this here, and then the 5 up. 5 up here. Keep the 4. It almost might make more sense. 5 there. I'm going to do this. If we lose this 3, that's a bummer. But I want that out. And somehow I have a hold in a zombies game, which is pretty dope. So I will take that. Where we end up getting cards will remain to be seen, especially if white sits in front of us here. But interesting start. Progressive Zombies on the classic map, which we don't play a ton. Fog and Blizzard's on. Portals, Alliance is off. Automated inactivity behavior. Should be a fun time. I wish I could make the zombie sounds a little quieter, but that is totally okay. I'd like to fortify, if somehow the 2 and the 3 survive up here, I'd like to fortify those together if possible. Or maybe even attack up this way. A 2-position zombies game might be my best bet. Double hold down at the bottom probably isn't a bad idea either. But starting with a bonus is pretty crazy in a zombies game. Red is a bot. So we did have one player not ready up in the lobby for human game. Usually the bots get swept pretty clean by the zombies. We'll see if any of our 2s and 3s around the board survive. I'm hoping that maybe some of the 3s survive just because the zombies should spread out through the 1s and 2s. They come out of Australia, which is interesting. So this 3 I might be able to navigate up north. We probably lose this one. We do. Are we going to lose our 2 as well, or does it go down? It goes down. So we don't lose our 2. So that'll hopefully be our second position there. Oh boy, that is dangerous. So this 3 up into the 2 here, going to be my best bet. That'll be our fortify hopefully on this turn. Maybe this 3 lives. We might lose this. It might even be worthwhile putting a troop here just in case. But ideally, not a horrible start. This has got to be the thumbnail, right? Actually holding the bonus with the zombies nearby. That doesn't look too bad, right? And you know what else doesn't look too bad is recent subscribers to the channel: SGS77, Ruben G, Hayden Charles, S, Vincent B, and hello there. If you guys want to shout out like that group of people, hello there to you as well. All you got to do is subscribe and make sure you have public subscriptions on. I'll give you the shout out that I believe you deserve. And this should be a good one here. Let's hopefully take home a win on a nice zombies game. I'm going to do that. We're going to hit up, away, and I'm going to fortify this here just to kind of spread myself out a little bit. Didn't feel the need to defend anymore in that spot. And red bot probably going to perish pretty soon. Just because of the way that the bot logic works and with the zombies, it's not particularly great for the bots. So we might actually be able to get a leg up on some cards. Maybe even net 2 cards early here. We'd end up trading first, but we'd be a card ahead of everybody. Like if this is the end of red and the bot doesn't get here quick enough, that would be pretty good for me. Especially if black attacks left here, that may protect this spot. We did watch black lose that 4. I think that was a 4, right? That he had fortified here. He lost that over there. I almost hope that what happens with red is it places elsewhere. If the red bot places elsewhere and rolls itself down a decent amount, in front of the zombies that's going to end up being pretty good for us with this 2 sitting here. So I think I try to roll this on the next turn after the zombies navigate, because ideally they don't get to this and roll it, especially if they don't place enough next to yellow here, but I'm a little bit unsure about how that's going to work. And depending on the size of the zombies, we could experience an infection. That's part of the reason why I'm trying to spread my troops out here a little bit. This 6 does not look super promising for me, though. A little bit concerned that that is going to come up and roll red out of here. But we'll see what happens. We hope it goes left. That would be great. It comes up, but that's not going to roll a 3 on 2, right? Oh, it tries it. It was actually not double. Normally they don't try that, but it does fail. So maybe we can net 2 cards here. Yellow shouldn't know that this red 2 exists. Who knows if the rest of red rolled out, if it's maybe somebody's got it kill guarded in Australia or something like that. We'll have to keep that in mind. We will have a 4-5 forward here. 3 separate stacks should do us pretty good in this game, especially if there is infection risk. Infection won't occur unless the zombies are, I believe, less than half of the total troops, the total player troops on the board. So I don't always fully understand the zombies. I know that they won't attack unless their stack is, well, typically it's supposed to be double what the player has. In that case, it was not, and still tried to roll this red too. But maybe it thought it had the elimination, and that's why it went for it, which would make some sense to me. We're going to go 2 here. I'm going to go 2 here. And actually, you know what? This fortifies for... yeah, this would be 10 and 10 after the fortify. So I think that's fine. We're going to see if this is the end of red. It is. And that will actually not trade me in. I thought that that would be the end of red, and I'm glad I went for that. I think that was exactly the correct choice, was to keep my sights set on the red player. And if you're wondering, see money, I had a comment recently that somebody was like, something along the lines of, your fog reading skills are so impressive or incredibly surprising, something along those lines. And honestly, a big part of it is just, to some degree, you have to make assumptions about the game. And in this case, the assumption I made here is like, all right, I know how the bots play on boards like this. It is in my best interest to at least see. You know, there's no guarantee that I have the red kill there. But it does me good to at least try to capture that elimination. Because the red bots, I mean, the botted players will kind of spread their troops out, and the zombies scoop that stuff up so easily. It's like clockwork, and we managed to net some cards out of that. So we'll trade in on this next turn. We'll be back to 3 cards when everyone else is on 4. And I think at the sacrifice of 2 troops, I don't actually think that that's a bad thing for me. So I think I want to take my card over here, especially if we've got some kill guard opportunities on some players down in this pocket behind us. Like if white has trickled his way down here. Black is apparently a verified player. So probably a decent opponent that we've got here in this game. Certainly a formidable challenger. +2, Central America is my stack. We'll hold on to Venezuela because theoretically we should have that safely held somewhere. We're going to make this a 10. And then I'm going to put the rest here. We're going to hit this 3. We do have white right here in the middle. So we don't have a kill guard on white in this spot, but we do see him. And he actually trades early. Interestingly, I wonder if this was the end of him in the middle there. He attacks away from me. I'm not surprised by that. Oh, he just loses 3 troops. What is he doing? Is he going for an elimination on someone? It is far too early to go for an elimination on another player. Aussie Cheese 17 may have just gotten themselves eliminated. We know that black is over here on the right. It might actually be in my best interest to try to eliminate black here because I'm so strong in the middle of the board here, and I'll trade in basically at the end of the turn order. That's not great. White fed yellow to black. That is exactly not what we wanted. That is for sure. Good heads up play there by the black player realizing what happened. The question is black able to capitalize off of white here? I don't know why white went for that. He would not have traded off of yellow. He probably would have just perished. He would have just died to black right after anyway. If 76 troops, holy cow. That's going to eliminate white. Unless white has troops down in the pocket here, this bot is going to eliminate him. So if he lives, if white manages to live here, and I almost wonder if yellow made a move on white before that at the beginning of the turn there. I'm wondering if white's in the pocket behind me. That won't trade me in, but it's certainly something worth entertaining. Got black in the pocket behind us. I don't know where the rest of white is. Black may find him, which is bad. I would hedge a bet that black even has him kill guarded. And we could tell black was a decent player. We got the 10 up here, so we know black is in Japan. I know that for sure. We've got him behind me, and he likely has at least 1 or 2 middle board. I wouldn't be surprised if he was kill guarding. How much did he start with? He only started with 3. I wouldn't be surprised if he was kill guarding white down here. I don't know why white is slow rolling the zombies, but he almost certainly dies to black here. Just feeds him extra cards. Black trades for 10. It's going to be tough to make up this ground here. I would trade for 12 if I set right now. I don't really want to trade. I think black eliminates white here. Who knows if he's still got a North American position? I almost think he probably doesn't. That was a really quick split there. He does not eliminate white. Would it be worth trading on 12 here? Bot doesn't take any cards. I'm actually going to sit. I wonder if he's trying to farm. I'm wondering if black is trying to farm an extra card off of whoa, white has Australia. All right, that's good to know. That probably gave him away. And if black has a good troop stack, remind you, he didn't put anything down here with that 10 trade. So he's going to have pretty much direct pathing into white here. If he doesn't eliminate white. I think that white's end status is in Australia. He's worth 3 cards. I think his other stack is gone. I think he only had the 2. Theoretically, I play off of the 10 up here with my full trade in. 17 troops, 27. I read that correctly. That nets me the 15. I'm going to trade this to increase. We're going to take Siam. Trade this to increase my chances of a trade-in. I don't know what I'm going to have on this next turn. I am going to knock him out of this pocket behind me. I don't think that is a trade-in. It is not. He sets 45 up here. He will not have a trade-in on this next turn. Loses 10 on me here. we got the 12 over here. He will not get the elimination on us. Nice. If he survives, it's whatever he's got left in Australia. I don't think he's going to survive here. So I think that was the right choice to remove him back here. He did have that trade on 4. I think the 12 should live. I almost wish I got the 8 out of here. No set for me, but there's a good chance I set before him. I think I played this correctly. I think black should have gone for white there. He watched white fail the yellow kill and didn't go for it. We will get still only 5 here. Interesting. Nope. That is not happening. I think that's what we do. Just keep him trapped back here. Oh, he botted. Oh, so this is even better then, because this should eliminate the zombies in here and it won't be able to kill him. A verified player botting. Interesting. I am surprised by that. GG's to you, Elwine Bonaparte. This should be the elimination on him. I will lose all of this territory in here, but I think it was worth it to make sure that the bots didn't get, or the zombies did not get back in here to eliminate him. I'm going to trade in. I'll be left on 4 or 5 cards after this anyway. But I think that was... Oh, it doesn't get in here. We hold the bonus. Let's go. We hold the bonus. Oh, that's delightful. I can actually hold 2 bonuses on this turn. I won't trade in, though. So... let's put this here. I won't trade in off of the elimination on him. So let me just make sure that these are strong enough. I think 10 here is fine. And then this over here. And this should start, you know, I play for the bonuses. That starts netting me some extra troops. Yeah, so I'm glad that he went as heavy as he did and slammed into me there. That made my life a little bit easier. And this was a solid zombies win. I don't know if I've ever had such a prime opportunity for a turn 1 bonus in a zombies game. If this were a fixed zombies game, I probably just win. But I think the heads-up play of taking the red elimination there, knowing that we saw white dump all of his trade in here, thought for a moment he might come and try to hit me. I think both of those maneuvers were helpful for me. Take New Guinea. That's fine. I'm going to leave this as what it is, and we're going to push to take a second bonus here. I'm going to push up here. I'm just trying to take as much ground as I can right now. Generate more troops, etc. No trade on 3, but I don't know where I push myself here next. Where I feel like I'm properly defending something. I guess just work off of this. We'll hit here. And then maybe I pull this here, and that actually allows the zombies to not get anything else. But, I mean, the game, for all intents and purposes, is wrapped up. And this is like our second zombies game in a week. Although this one is much less scuffed than the last one we played. Which was... what was that? Britannia. Very, very weird game there. I don't have a trade on 4, so that's something. But I can push up to this spot and then split. The key is just try to force through the zombies in waves. I don't think I can eliminate them this turn, but certainly on the next one. I think I just we push all of this left. Take Europe here. Here's what we're gonna do. There we go. That should work. And I think I probably have it on this turn. Like I said, I have a trade on 3. So I absolutely have it. GG's to my opponents. I'm sorry that I eliminated you. Well, I didn't eliminate yellow, so I can't fully say that. Nice. Wrap that one up. Tie a little bow around it. Call it a W. Super corny, man. All right, let's take a look at the ranks. Anytime you see a verified player like that, especially a Discord verified player, they're usually pretty good. Because that usually means they've done some sort of tournament prowess. Yeah, master level on black, intermediate on the other two. I'm very surprised that white was intermediate, going for an elimination on a player on early trade counts. And, it's possible yellow went for him, which would make a little bit more sense why he retaliated. But early trade counts and not particularly high trades and didn't set him in the moment. Black likely goes for that elimination on white if he does eliminate yellow. But nonetheless, solid game. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. If you haven't already, we'll be back tomorrow with Meta Monday. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.